This is my 7-step success system for creating provocative and engaging recorded and live videos. I hope you find this information useful. I just rolled back into the house after an early morning paddleboard down at the harbor, so excuse the casual attire, but let's dive right into how you can create better videos. Number one, figure out your why. Why are you creating this particular video, this specific recorded or live video? For example, if you're an estate planning attorney and let's just say you're rolling out over the next 2 weeks a 50% discount on revocable living trust, then you're going to want to create your video one way. If you're using recorded and live video, like I oftentimes do, just to generally build that brand, to expand my top of mind influence, then I'm approaching my videos from a little different perspective. I'm not as specific as to a certain topic. My call to action's a little bit different than just connecting, building rapport, and having a conversation. So the first thing you want to figure out, number one, is why are you creating the video? The next thing we want to talk about, number two, is how are you creating the content? What's the topic? How will you be able to create a recorded or live video that other people are going to be interested in watching and engaging with you on and sharing with their families and friends, with their offline and online community? I got to tell everyone, the two best ways I found over the years to create recorded and live video are to do so around either a newsjacking topic or a trending topic. And what I mean by that, newsjacking, something that's happening, it's breaking news. As a lawyer, you can inject your thoughts, your opinions in a positive and frankly in a certain way onto that breaking news story. You can actually dive right into all the excitement by creating a recorded or live video. Trending topics, it's not a breaking news story, but it's a topic that's being discussed and shared across social media, in your community, across the country and across the world, offline and online. It's just this ongoing topic that people are talking about. I think when you create recorded videos or live videos around newsjacking or trending topics, that's the easiest way to have your message heard and to have your content amplified via sharing when it comes to recorded and live video. So give serious thought and consideration to creating content based upon a breaking news story or a trending topic. That right then and there will help substantially improve the chances of your video being watched and shared. Now, when it comes to doing this, I think a powerful way of doing so is by having a live video show. Bringing an expert on to talk about that newsjacking or trending topic event and having a conversation and inviting people to come in and share their thoughts, their comments, their questions, right? I enjoy using Zoom. I enjoy using Ecamm, which I'm using to record this. StreamYard is a great cloud-based platform that allows you to go live, have this type of show, and broadcast live across all the top platforms: LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook groups, Facebook pages. Over on Amazon Live, you can actually embed the YouTube video on your blog posts or website. It's just a great way to complement this approach. Now, if you're new to having a live video show, I've got a couple of videos over at my YouTube channel. The first is how to plan, produce, and promote your own live video show. The second is called Live Video Tips for Professionals and Business Owners. And there are literally dozens of additional videos to help you perfect your recorded and live video skills. I'll share the link to my YouTube channel either above or below, depending on where you're watching this. You can also go to livevideo.lawyer to go to the channel. The third thing you need to do to create provocative, engaging, and entertaining videos, whether it's recorded or live, that people want to watch and share, is you need to start strong on the video. You don't want to go live or hit the record button and sit around and wait for people to come into your show, or waste people's time while you're getting organized, while you're trying to figure out what to say. It's critically important that you immediately dive into your recorded or live video quickly, effectively, and in a way that attracts the attention of your prospective viewer and your actual viewers. Here are 10 ways you can do just that. Number 1, start with a quote that's relevant to the topic you'll be discussing. Number 2, start with a statistic that has something to do with the conversation you're about to have with your viewers or your guests. Number 3, start with a question that gets people to start thinking about what's going to happen next. For example, have you ever wondered about, and then you fill in the blank. Do you wish you could, and then fill in the blank. Did you ever feel like, and then fill in the blank. So for example, when it comes to recorded and live videos, have you ever wanted to create a recorded video that attracts attention, results in massive engagement, and brings in new business to your law firm? Okay, that's one example. Here's another. Do you wish you could go live using just your phone and build new relationships and referral sources? Here's the third question. Do you ever feel like you go live and there's nobody there, nobody paying attention to the important message that you'd like to share? You see, asking the right questions will get people to sit up and pay attention. The fourth way you can start off your recorded or live videos is to bring up a breaking news story, whether it's a local story that relates to the audience you're speaking to in your city, in your town, or maybe it's a national or global story. If it relates to the topic that you're there to discuss and it's interesting and it's applicable to what you'll be sharing, by all means, start your recorded or live video off by mentioning a breaking news story. Number 6, you can go with the traditional thank you. It's good to be here. Having said that, it's usually last on my list. I want to start off with something strong, something interesting and provocative. And then after that short 30 to 60 second intro, then I'll fall back to the traditional, it's great to be here, it's great to see everybody, let's get going, okay? You see how that works? You can start with something else, fall back on the traditional thank you. It beats talking about the weather, it beats talking about traffic, right? And then dive into the content. Number 7, another great way to start your recorded or live video, and I like this one, is to start off with having your audience write something down. For example, listen everyone, before we get started, grab a pen and paper, grab your laptop, because I'm going to share 7 tips to help you create better and more effective recorded and live videos. Write these down, number 1, and then dive in. That works real well. It also works well during an opening statement as a trial lawyer. If you get the jurors involved and you get them to start writing things down, that's what they're going to be focused on at the end of the case when they go back into the jury deliberation room. They're going to be looking at their notes, and if they've followed your advice and they've written down the talking points that you want them to talk about during deliberations, I think you'll be well on the way to getting the type of verdict your client expects. The 8th way you can start your recorded or live videos is with humor. Now, if you're not great at telling a joke, I wouldn't put this on your list, but if you're one of those people that can make people laugh just by walking into a room, just by opening up your mouth, sometimes that's a great way to kind of lighten things up, get everybody's attention before diving into the content of your recorded or live video. So jokes are great if you're good at telling jokes. Little hint to try to figure out if that's you. If your friends consistently tell you, Mitch, you're not very good at telling jokes, or if they don't laugh at your jokes, that's probably an indication that you're not that person that's great at telling jokes. But anyway, I'm going to let you figure that one out. The 9th way you can start a recorded or live video is to make a prediction. I'm going to predict, everyone, that by the time we're done with this video, you're going to be 80% more effective when it comes to starting and creating a recorded or live video. You're going to be 95% better than most of the other lawyers who are trying to use video to market their practice and build their brand. See how that works? And number 10, and once again, this isn't for everyone, probably right there with being able to tell a joke. If there's an appropriate rhyme or poem that you can start things off with, give thought to doing so. Oftentimes, a good poem or rhyme, it's catchy, it's things people will remember after your video is done, but make sure you're good at delivering this type of initial interaction with your audience. The fourth step with creating an effective recorded or live video is the length of that video, depending on what type of video you're doing, right? Depending on, like I said earlier, you're offering a discount on your estate planning package over the next 2 weeks, or if you're talking about a breaking news story, you're going to want to pay attention to how long your video is. Now, the good news is that in today's world, and there's been a lot going on with COVID-19, with everybody being, inundated with Zooms and social media content, time and attention, we're all very selective about what we give our time and where we direct our attention to when it comes to watching other people's recorded or live videos. What we found, what marketing experts who I respect have told me, is that right now the best length for a video, assuming you're doing everything right, you're adding content, you're being entertaining, you're unique, you're memorable, is someplace between 5 and 9 minutes. So I'm throwing that 5 to 9 minute time frame out to you so that you're not overwhelmed with, well, I need to go for 45 minutes, because you don't. Or I need to consolidate everything I want to say into a 60-second TikTok, and you don't. Think about that 5 to 9 minute time frame, and then while you're making your presentations, of course, you're incorporating storytelling, you're incorporating the use of metaphors, bringing images and videos into the background. You may be using props as you're sharing your message and making your points, but just keep in mind that that 5 to 9 minutes is a time frame that most of us, even if we're not that prepared, we can do, and I know you can too. Step number 5 is to have a script or talking points so that you know you're going to be covering everything that you should be covering, A to Z. I've got 7 talking points laid out in front of me, but I'm not reading them to you. They're simply an outline that I can refer to make sure that I share everything that I want to share with you. Oftentimes in the last 2 steps, to complement them, you might want to bring in testimonials. You might want to bring in recommendations. You may also want to incorporate FOMO, fear of missing out. And by that, I mean, for example, with the estate planning discounted services over the next 2 weeks, we'll only be offering 25 of these packages to our friends in the community. So the first 25 people that click on the link below or call us at the office to take advantage of this 50% discount, which will save you hundreds of dollars. It is limited to the first 25. So make sure, if you're interested, you jump right on this. You see how you can do that in these last 2 steps. You can incorporate these techniques into your recorded or live video presentation. Okay, step number 6 is have a clear call to action. On the living trust or estate planning example, you want to make sure you're steering people to a link, to a website, to a phone number, to a text, whatever it might be, so they know exactly what that next step is. In the other type of videos that you see me do, where I'm simply sharing my thoughts, I'm adding value, I'm building my perceived expertise with my community, my top of mind awareness, oftentimes my call to action isn't to buy something from me, it's simply something like the following. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to stay in touch, if you'd like to see more videos just like this, jump over to streaming.lawyer. That's my video blog, and let's keep the conversation going. All right, everyone, and then I'll finish it up. It's just an invitation to stay connected. So when I say call to action, it can mean different things depending on the why you're creating this particular video. All right, number 7. This is like one of the most important things about recorded and live videos. When you're done, make sure you repurpose the video. You create the video once, and then you repurpose it. You create little clips. You pull the audio from the video and create a podcast. You repurpose your content across all of the different social media platforms, also over on your website, also over on your blog. You can use products and services like Agorapulse and Lately to help you create little clips of the video or the audio, miniature social media post that you can then queue up and let the algorithms push out on your behalf to your online community. In these clips will be links back to your main blog post. maybe back to the original recorded or live video that you did that might be on Amazon, it might be on YouTube, it may be on your blog, wherever that original content or blog post is being hosted. You can use all of these little post video repurposing to attract attention, even to a new audience, and bring them back to all or portions of your original recorded video or live video. Services like Giphy and Tenor allow you to create short 3 to 5 second GIFs, the little movable pictures that you can also use to attract attention, to get people to click on your social media link, to take them over to your original blog post, your original recorded or live video that you've got either on YouTube or LinkedIn, Instagram, Amazon Live, or someplace else. The idea behind this video is to share with you 7 specific steps you can take, you can turn into your own, you can perfect, you can add your personality to create better, more engaging, and more shareable recorded and live videos. Let me know in the comments if you found value in what we just talked about, and make sure to stay connected with me over at streaming.lawyer. And if you're in my Legal Minds Mastermind, jump over to legalminds.lawyer and let's continue the conversation. My name is Mitch Jackson. I just want to wish you all a safe and successful journey, and never stop making each day your masterpiece.